Hi friends, welcome back to our backend application for the post API implementation. Last class we have completed the user validation part. In this we are going to see we are going to develop the authentication section. Where this authentication is helpful, we are going to see first in the using the diagrammatic representation. I'm going to open my Excel draft. If you see here, first time we are logging up. First we are going to do the registration into the my application. After completion of the registration, we are going to log in into the my application. Uh, Logging into the my application. After logging into application, the server is going to give the one token or authentication token. This authentication token will be uh, this authentication will be in the form of response. It's going to send to the user interface in the form of response. If you see this login after login completes, the token will be sent to the server to the UI like front end part. After completing the user login part, we are going to access the main portal. If you take the dashboard portal, like if you to consider it is a portal, in the dashboard portal, some things are required. Like a dashboard means if you after completing the login, which user we are logging in, like username, user information. These things we are going to require. But if you want these things from the server, again, we are going to send them from our web application to the server using this token only. Using this token only, we are going to get the information like which user is going to log in or which I'm going to want that user information like image like these things, email address, phone number, email name, username or full name. These things we are going to get from the server. The If you want to get that information from the server, we are going to send the request with the token again. Like if you see here, I'm drawing again one more page here. This is my dashboard page. Suppose after completing the user logged, I'm going to visit the dashboard page, dashboard page to server. Server also I'm going to draw the one page, and if you want the db can take the db also. Db, this is db. This dashboard page will call the some information for getting for showing the some information like a username, like for showing the some information in the dashboard page like a here, and user image user image. This is user image and this username, like that you can like profile, some kind of profile information. This is, if you want to do show this, I'm going to again send the request from front end to the back end part. With that request, I'm going to send them. With that request, I'm going to send them patiently. You can listen the patiently. You will able to understand what is the authentication middleware is required. Why authentication middleware is required? With the I'm sending the request with token. But in the middle, I'm going to I'm writing the middleware means in the middle, in the middle, like a dashboard and a server. If you want to name also, I'm going to make it as a backend or server, server and db database. You can connect with this database. This is database. If you see this, this is a middleware. In this middleware, here suppose auth middleware is there. In this middleware, here it's going to check this token whether we are sending the right token or not. It is going to verify if it going to verify the token. It will going to decode the token. First, it going to get the token, access the token, and it going to then decode the token. Then it going to check the whether the information is there or present or not in our database. It will going to do the some DB operations also. It will do the from logical operations also with the database, and then it going to bind. So completing the authentication only, it going to send the response to it going to send the request to the next. It is called a next function. We are going to see that one also. See, I'm going to the my application here in the SRC in the middleware also in the middleware folder. We are going to create the one more new file called authentication dot middlewares dot js. Here, first I'm going to create authentication authentication equal to request comma response comma next three things. In this export default authentication. Export default authentication. Okay, export as a named export, not default. You can export default also, but I'm using here named export. Import some things like a JWT from the JSON web token, JWT from the JSON web token, and um, some more things. You can export the like async handler. Where is that async handler is present in the utils folder. Async handler dot slash utils slash async handler dot js. Next, import the three things like a API also, API error also, and API response also. API error. Not API response is not required. We are going to pass our information like our request to the next. That's why we are going not going to use our API response. I'm not going to show any response here. I'm going to only pass this information. If the like authentication is valid or verified correctly, I'm going to send the response to the next. Then if the information is incorrect or wrong or invalid, I'm going to throw an error called the information or credentials is mismatched or unauthenticated. Like you can give the any response any message in the form of API error using the API error dot slash utils slash API error dot js. In the authentication here, you can bind this with you can enclose it, wrap into the async handler, async keyword with first you have to take the token equal to collect the token const token equal to request dot cookies dot how we are binding. First, we have to go to the our logic part controllers. Go to the user.controller.js. User.controller.js. We are going to binding with a. I'm going to sending using the name of access token cookie. Access token, not token. This is the dot access token, or you can take like this also. Access token request dot cookies of access token, or you can send like a request dot headers dot authorization. request.headers.authorization. Sometimes like sometimes not in the mobile view in the mobile application. We are going to bind like this only, like request.header.authorization. Like they will use the some like this kind of like authorization equal to barrier. Like this they will use barrier space. They will use the token. This is our token. They will use like this token barrier space or you can send the directly also directly token also. Like this they will in the real world they will send the token like this authorization equal to barrier space token, or you can send the authorization equal to token also directly. But in the we have already sent our binded with the our token with the cookies. We can access the request dot cookies of access token. After completing we are going to check the token. If the token is present, if the token is there are present, we are going to sorry, if the token is not present, if the token is not present, we are going to throw new API error call 400 message like a token is missing, token is missing, token is missing. Dot you can plus the dot token is missing. If the token is not present, suppose token is there, we are going to continue the decode equal to jwt.verify. We are going to use this function jwt.verify. In this function we are going to pass the token. We are going to pass the token comma secret, secret public key, secret or public key. If you see this in the user.controller, we have used the public key not here. We have actually written the like models. In the models we have written the middleware section. If you haven't watched this, you can watch this one also. This uh, we have how this we have created the middleware section. This is a see here we have used the generate access token. In this we have used the process.env dot secret access sorry access secret key. Here you can copy and paste. See, verify consists of the three things. One is the token, secret, public key, or options. Options like a which encrypted we have used like a whether it is a HSA 256 or HSA like some kind of encryption techniques are there. We have used actually we have used the if you see the in the model we have used the HS. It is a default, or you can place that one also. This one also if you want. Can remove this express. I'm going to write the other algorithm I use it as a HS256. After this, if you want to make it as a see the data, you can see this decode information, code the information. I'm going to open my Postman, remove the all the close the all the tabs, and log in. Sign up this, and I'm going to log in with this login. I'm going to remove this all these things. I'm going to remove this full name and username. I'm going to logging in the email and password. Suppose I'm going to try to logging into the email and password. Why? Like I think open the terminal ls npm run dev, run the application. See, application is running, ready to run. See, application is server is running on the port number 7662. Go to here, try to log in this, send this key. See, login successful, user login successful. Okay, we got the cookie also access token. See, like this, and in the header section also, in the headers also, we can pass like a authorization. If you want to see this, 9 hidden indicators are there. See, we can pass if you want to pass this authorization. Authorization here, you can pass the barrier space, barrier space token like a some token like this. Token, hexadecimal token is there. JWT token is there. Pass. But we are not going to pass this one. We are going to uh, directly calling the get method or directly calling the profile method EPA slash v1 slash user slash profile method. It will going to trigger the, it will going to access the token from the JWT token from the request dot this cookies. Request dot cookies dot access token. Going to take the uh, using these cookies. We are not going to pass like a headers. We are going to pass, we are going to access the token from the cookies only. Go to my application. I'm going to down my these things, and after this completing, if you want to check the decode, you can check. For this, I'm going to write one router in the route section in the user.routes.ts here, router dot route slash profile dot post, not post. I'm going to take the get get here. I'm going to write request dot response return response dot status. I'm going to write the dummy response. Dummy response I'm going to write here. Message I'm going to write got user information, user info, got user info. But you have to try to inject the authentication middleware here. Authentication middleware like this. First you should see the authentication.middleware.js. Here we are going to inject before the actual before the actual controller actual logic part, we are going to inject here in the get. If the authentication completed verifies or validated verifies, only in the next only we are going to see this one. For this we are going to write, don't forget this next function. If you forgot this, if you first write without the next function, we are going to see. Then we are going to see the writing the next function, calling the next function. If you try to go to the postman, I am going to create one new request here. Add the request called profile. Profile. It is a get method only. Check the once again. I'm going to my VS Code. User dot route here profile only slash profile here http column slash slash localhost column 7662 slash API slash v1 slash users slash profile. Here profile. See, cannot read the property of access token. It is undefined. Cannot read the property of access token. Come here. Once again see this. console.logout request.cookies. If you want to see this, I'm going to commenting with all these things. You can comment this decode also. Maybe some errors or some faults will be there. We are going to decode like this. If any errors is getting, go to the postman. Once again, once again, send the key. Come to the my first see. Undefined we are getting. Why means I forgot any installations like maybe. Is this I have installed the cookie parser? Come to here and yeah, I did not install the cookie parser. This is the middleware. It has to access the cookies. Cookie parser. If you see this, you can read the cookie parser also. Explore these things like explore the cookie parser about. I'm going to install the cookie parser for my application. This will able to access the cookies like this. You're able to set the cookie and access the cookies in the Express.js and Node.js application. uh, I'm going to come to here and terminate the application. I got the solution like I did not install the cookie parser. Cookie, cookie parser. npm I cookie parser. How to set means you can go to the here. You can see the cookie parser in using. You can use this middleware. It is a build. You can use the if you want to use the cookies. You want to access the cookies. Request the cookies. You have to use the app.cookie parser. Here is my application in the app section. Where is this? In the common middlewares, we have to set the app.use. Directly paste here app.use cookie parser and don't forget to import cookie parser from cookie.cookie hyphen parser. Now npm run dev. See, now we can send the if you want to try to test the application, click on this send button. Go come to the my see. I am able to see the my application like this is able to access the access token. Able to access the token in the middlewares. You can delete this one, uncomment this part, uncomment this part, and run the application and go to the postman. Click on this and go to the again. See, we got the data. We got the information like ID, email, and the remaining information like where is the start time, when is the token will be expired. It is the initial time and it is the expire time. When is the token will be expired. If you want to see like why we are getting this ID and email means in the generating the access token itself only we have binded only that these two elements like a email and ID. We are sending these things like we are sending these things like ID and email to the request. I'm going to create one object request.user. In this object, I'm going to bind the ID. I'm going to take underscore ID dot ID, or you can directly take the ID also. I'm going to take ID and email. These two things from ID from decode.id, email also from decode.email. Mm. After setting this information to the user request.user, we are going to call the next function. This next function will be taking care to our uh, our next logic or next function. Next function means Where is the my router? User dot router dot routes dot js. Here it will go after completing this in authentication. It will going to send the this here where this my 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 profile logic. You can do here one more. You can enable the one more middleware also like admin is I am admin or not am admin or not am admin or not. You can check this one also whether whether I am admin also. I am going to create one more middleware and here also I'm going to check the token consists of the admin or not. Admin is true or not. We can enable these things also, but in this for this application not going to do this much of these things. I'm going to only check the authentication only. You can do the some more elements. You can add the some more elements also, some more functionality also to the its application. But I'm going to do things only check the authentication. After completing authentication is valid or not, I'm going to get the information. Uh, Go to the here and call the once again this. Click on the send button. See, got the user information. But if you want to see this information here, how to access this information like a console dot or you can directly take here only data, or you can take the user data request dot user. Don't forget this comma and click on the send button. See, we got the data like a ID and email. It is going to get from the this functionality. I have binded the request dot user equal to ID and email from the decode after completing the decoding the information, decoding the token. Sometimes you will get the sometimes we are going to face the some errors like a token is expired, token is invalid. We are going to get this information also. For that, we are going to write one more logic here. I'm going to wrap my code into the for for throwing the for making the abnormal into normal. Abnormal into normal. I'm going to wrap my code into the try catch block. Here you can make it into the next of error. If you got the any like any errors, it will going to take into the next of error means it will going to this error dot middleware. We are going to see how to get this also. If you suppose not going to I'm going to pass in the empty. Okay, suppose I'm going to comment and take the one more const token equal to empty. Suppose I have passed the empty token, If you click on this, try to click on this. See, the token is missing. Where the token is, see the message called success is the false, status code is the 400. See, this 400 is coming from the here, where like API. If you want to give the 401 also, this here also 401, you can change the 401. If you once again trigger this, see, the status is changed to 401 unauthorized. See, message also changed unauthorized, and success is a false. Message is a token is missing. Uh, this message also coming from the here only. This custom message. The where is this? Okay. The stack means like from which file we are triggering. It is getting the error. Like it will going to give the authentication.middleware.js in the line number 11. This is the issue. I'm going to make it as a normal. Remove this one and uncomment the token, const token. Save this file and again send this information. Click on this. See, we got the message like a got user information, your information like a ID, email, and you can do the some more things. If you like my content, if you like my explanation, please like and subscribe my channel and support my channel.